Hello there. I'm Scotty, and you're not. And continuing the Sequel-A-Thon, we are looking at Slumber Party Massacre 3. I don't know what to say about this movie, man. It just is. It just is. I've heard that this was the worst of the original trilogy. I still say that the worst overall is the remake. But at least this knows that it's part of the Slumber Party Massacre franchise. You get tits, sex, you know, kills. It actually makes sense. Sort of. I don't know. I guess I took a shower. My hair's not poofing no more. Sort of. It's down. But, I don't know. My hair doesn't look good down. Okay? I tried to comb it. I don't know. But we'll have to deal with this for now. But, yeah, so the story is these girls are having a slumber party and someone shows up to kill them, and it's generic. It's generic as all hell. It has no connection to the other two. At least the second one, for how wacky it was, had a character, even if it wasn't the same actress. The character was from the first one. So it connected. This has nothing to do. There's no connection other than there is a killer with a drill at a slumber party. And this guy's motives are. There's a lot of kills that are off screen. And I hate that when they do that. A lot of kills that are off screen. You see this. And there's some blood splitting up, but you don't see anything. You see aftermath stuff. But the actors are not very good. There's a lot of weird acting in this. Like the main killer, I don't know what he's doing. The main villain guy. I don't know what he's doing. I also think they reveal who the killer is way too early. There's a guy named Ken, who one of the characters has a crush on. There's a thing for him. But it's not even the main girl that has a thing for him, but after the character Juliet is killed, he and another guy run off to find his cop uncle, and it's here that it's just revealed out of nowhere when he turns on him with a sledgehammer that he's the killer. And the last time we see this other guy, his name is Tom, he's crawling away, but we never see him again. So he's dead. I don't know. I always feel you should wait until the final act to reveal your killer. I think they should have left and then separated when they got in there, and then have the killer show up, kill Tom, and then cut back to I don't know. Actually, the right way to do it is for Tom to stay behind and to have Ken go try to get his uncle. So he leaves, and everyone else stays behind. And after he leaves, the killer shows up, starts killing people, and when the killer can't get to them, he changes his tactic and he goes back to being Ken, and that's when he makes the reveal. We don't get enough of the masked killer in this. We get a couple shots, and then it's nothing. Because then they focus on other things. It doesn't make any sense. I also feel like it's too easy to figure out. There's two big red herrings in this. Morgan, the neighbor that lives across the street from her, and this weird dude from the beach who just shows up in the house, and then is found murdered later. And the last time we see Juliet, she's with Ken, and then she's murdered with a sex toy. They throw it in the water, you sickos. And then Ken comes running down the stairs, bragging about how they totally didn't have sex. But then, which they kind of didn't, because he couldn't get it up. And later we believe, like, that might have something to do with his dead uncle who might have molested him. I really don't know. Yeah, because we find out later after he kills Tom, he goes to his murder van, and he reveals to the audience for some reason that, because I mentioned earlier, when they call the cops mentioned a cop that committed suicide. Turns out that was the guy's uncle, and he's doing this as revenge. Shouldn't he kill the cops, not these random girls? Doesn't make any sense. There's no explanation given as to why he's killing these girls for his uncle. It makes no sense. It's also revealed that they got a little too close, and like his uncle might have molested him. Also, his uncle might have been gay, and maybe that's why he committed suicide. My theory is that he was gay, and he said he would never do anything, but he did something to his nephew, and that's why he did it, because he couldn't live with himself. I don't know. You know, consciences are a thing. I really don't know. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And what's even worse is during the final act, like, he gets blinded, and so this one chick is down on the ground, and like the guy's blind, and she's like, no, I'll let you do whatever you want to me. I'll let you touch to me. I'll let you do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want for me. So he starts to like rip off her dress and pop her tits out and go to town on her and stuff. She tries to undo his pants. He freaks out, and she tries to grab the drill, and he knocks it out. And then she tries to grab it. He freaks out. He starts to drill her naked, but that just product of his time. When I mentioned this was produced by Roger Corman, just like, do whatever you want to me, just don't kill me. So she allows him to just violate her as long as he doesn't kill her. But he kills her, and then the other 3 girls come in. Now, the weird thing is, after this happens, they just show like one girl in the kitchen, the other 2 on the other side. So were they just standing there watching this? Why the fuck didn't they do anything? They just standing there watching it? Why didn't they do something? Are you telling me that while she was basically getting raped, they just stood there in fear? He can't see. She was reaching for the drill. Why didn't they do anything? Maybe that's not what happened, but that's how it appears. Like, after he kills her, it cuts to behind him, and the 2 girls are there, and on the other side in the kitchen, there's the other girl. And it's just like, wait, were they there the whole time? Why didn't they do something? Do something! Do something! Do something! It baffles me. And then, they knock him out, wrap him in a net, and they're like, what should we do with him? Or we're going to call the cops. Why don't we kill him? Yes, kill him. No, we can't just kill him we can't just kill him while he's lying there like that. Why not? You could say it's self-defense. He did try to kill you after all. But nope. So he wakes up. Like, he's really weird because he's trying to get up. He gets up. He kills one of them, Diane, whatever her name is, the other 2. And then the main girl just like kills him with the drill, and then you hear the cops are here after how many times they called him. They have a Sergeant Mooney look-alike, like from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Doesn't believe. He's not as out there, but he doesn't believe anything. And every time I call him to say something's going on, he thinks it's a prank, so he doesn't do anything about it. Even when the cops are like, what if it is real? Oh, you don't believe shit like that, or whatever. I was like, okay. Meh. This is definitely not the worst. This is the worst of the original trilogy, but not the worst overall. I still hate the remake with a fiery passion, but this is just... it's not worth your time. I gotta say it. Slumber Massacre 3 is not worth your time. Not worth your time. Speaking of slasher sequels, the next 2 reviews in this series will be sequels to a very infamous, very classic, very cult favorite slasher film that after I watched it, I was shocked at the ending. And then so shocked that I put the second one on. And I was amazed at how much of a generic slasher it was, and didn't even try to watch the third one. But, yes, so speaking on that, But, yes. So what are your thoughts on Slumber Party Massacre 3? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.